Okay, so boom. New year, new me, baby. We doing long form content this year. Okay, stop playing. I guess this is the new show. This is the format. We're going to work it out as we go. Every year, I try to theme my years. Okay, for example, 2024 was the year of discipline. 2025 was the year of consistency. And this year, 2026, is the year of being uncomfortable. Okay, the year of uncomfortable. And so the rule is I have to do something every day of that year that follows that theme. So for example, last year was the year of consistency. So I ran 305 Ks consecutively, Monday through Friday. This year, for the year of uncomfortable, I will be doing everything I know I need to do, but have been putting it off because it was just uncomfortable. And one of those uncomfortable things was doing this long form content. Only because I don't have a co-host and I feel like it's a lot to carry a full show by yourself. But I'm Steve Corbin Jr. and I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna make it work. As the old saying goes, you're only growing when you're uncomfortable. All right? Got that out the way. The way I came up with this theme for this year is I was planning out my goals and I was like, what if this year is not even about goals? What if this year is just about doing all the things that you kept dodging all the other years? And then I was like, wait, why have I been dodging those things? And then I was like, oh yeah, because they're uncomfortable. Boom, year of uncomfortable. And then I just went down this whole rabbit hole where I was like, why do I act like discomfort is a problem when it's literally the doorway to everything that I want? Like, that's crazy. Everything that I want, everything that we want is on the other side of being uncomfortable, and we just choose to avoid being uncomfortable. I know why we do it. It's our brain. Our brain is just trying to protect us, right? Anything that's unfamiliar, our brain labels it as danger. But man, sometimes we gotta remind our brain, like, listen, bro, you work for me. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what we gonna do. You're not gonna tell me what we gonna do. Last time I checked, you was living in my head rent-free, okay? Come on, somebody. Last time I checked, you was living in my head rent-free, bro. I run this. And you gotta take back your power. So this is my year of me taking back my power. This is my year of me telling my brain what we gonna do. One of the uncomfortable things I'm doing this year is I will be running a marathon. And I'm excited, but I'm kind of nervous because, dude, 26.2 miles is a long way on foot. But I'm going to do it because I have to be uncomfortable because I want to grow. The goal is to run the New York City Marathon in November. And I actually broke it up because while I was doing my research, I learned that you don't want to start training for your marathon too early. And November is like 11 months away. So what happens is you'll peak too early or something. I don't know. So what I did was I broke it up into quarters. So in Q1, I'm gonna run an official 5K. In Q2, I'm gonna run a 10K. In Q3, I'll do a half marathon. And then in Q4, I'll do the New York City Marathon. I'm not really nervous about the 5K or the 10K. Not even the half marathon. It's that marathon that I'm kind of like, woo, holy moly, you're running for hours. This is not just run around the block. So yeah, that's what we're doing. If I can even get in. I didn't even realize how serious of an event the New York City Marathon is. Somebody on Reddit was like, yeah, good luck getting in. The odds of getting in that race is like 1 in 50,000. I'm like, what? I was literally about to just show up and be like, yeah, I'm here for the race. They're like, yeah, what race? The human race? Because ain't no way you about to get in here. You talking about the marathon? Newbie? I thought you'd just go talk to a dude named Joey with a sun visor and a clipboard. Yeah, I'm really trying to get in. Even if they deny me, I'm still running somebody's marathon, man. I refuse to let this goal go. I didn't realize what I was getting myself into. Running a marathon is intense. I found out people lose toenails while training for marathons. I didn't even realize that was a thing. This one dude said he tapes down his toenails so they don't fall off. What is going on? Bro, I'm not taping down body parts, bro. I'm going to New York with 10 toenails. I'm coming back with 10 toenails, period. Another thing I learned during this research is people casually crap themselves while running marathons. Like, it's a common thing. It's like, it's not uncommon to see somebody just crap on like mile 19. I think they call it like runner's trot or something like that. And listen, mad respect for people who do it for the sport, man. Mad respect. You out there running and you not stopping to use the restroom because you concerned about your time, dude. Hey, I get it, I respect it, but let me tell you something. They're gonna have to disqualify your boy. Ain't no way I'm crapping on myself for a race. Okay, listen, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm gonna pull up at a porta potty. I'm gonna walk into McDonald's or something. No, it's not happening. I'm coming home with 10 toenails and clean drawers. I don't know how to make that more clear. This is the year of uncomfortable, but we not getting that uncomfortable. Because I'm just thinking about it, man, I got to tell this story over and over throughout the course of my life. This better be a good one. Hey, man, how was the marathon? Oh, crapped myself and lost 3 toenails simultaneously. Simultaneously? Yeah, man, it all happened around mile 19. The vibration from the fart wiggled the toenails off. I'm not telling that to my grandkids, yo. So, yeah, man, that's what I got going on. I'm not going to lie, man, the more research I do on these marathons, the more nervous I get, man. But I'm really trying to lean into that uncomfortableness, and train myself to be okay when it's uncomfortable. And also another thing I've been trying to do lately is distinguish the difference between this is hard and this is new. Because I think a lot of times when things are new to us, we automatically write it off as it being hard, which is not necessarily true. I remember in college, I was taking this guitar class, and I was really having trouble with like the finger placement and for the chords and all that. And I remember telling my guitar teacher, I'm like, man, this is so hard. I would complain to him all the time, like, dude, this is so hard. And one day he was like, Steve, it's not hard, it's just unfamiliar. And I was like, dang, this is real. I ended up dropping the class the next day because I was like, screw all that. Dude, I was getting calluses on my fingers and all that. It wasn't worth it. It was just an elective anyway. But those words stuck with me though. Like, how many times throughout our life do we label something as hard when it's really just unfamiliar? And for some reason, when I frame things like that, it makes me feel like everything's gonna be okay. Because if you say something is hard, it's like, man, this is gonna be hard every time I do this thing for the rest of my life. But if you frame it as this is just unfamiliar, I think your brain takes it as, okay, this is unfamiliar temporarily. But the more you do this unfamiliar thing, the more it becomes familiar. It's like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. At least that's how it works for me. It's like I understand that if I keep doing the unfamiliar until it becomes familiar, one day it won't be uncomfortable. And that's how I'm taking this training with this marathon. It's like, no, it's not necessarily hard, it's just unfamiliar. That's where confidence comes from, man. Just repeatedly exposing yourself to uncomfortable situations. Because over time, you subconsciously show yourself that, hey, I can do hard things without falling apart or losing toenails. I can trust myself to figure it out no matter what the situation is. And that's the real win right there. And then slowly that little voice in your head goes from, hey, we can't do this, to, come on, we got this. And this is only episode 1, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about this, man. I'm not going to try to make this show super structured or anything. I want to come here and just talk to you guys about life. And as this show goes on, I think it'll kind of form an identity of its own. So I'm just seeing where it goes, man. We just flowing, baby. We just flowing. We not forcing anything this year. We seeing where it's going. So yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I'm doing all the uncomfortable stuff, whether I feel like it or not. And who knows, I might surprise myself. I might mess around and end this year with the life I always wanted. That would be crazy. And all it took was me willing to be uncomfortable. Wow. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.